I'm sure it's nothing you don't like. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Clozo here today, guys, and today I have 5 new spoilers to go over with you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy them. We have 3 battle pets, 1 minion, and 1 artifact. 2 of these cards I missed in the past, and I don't know how I missed them. I just must have overlooked them or something, so we're going to go back to them. Also, something in this video I want to do, I want to kind of go back and I kind of want to show you guys the animations of the cards and what they do, because I think that's really cool. I think that's a lot of things people want to see is, what does the card look like in Duel List? So, nonetheless, let's hop into it. So the first card we're going to talk about is one that was spoiled today, or yesterday. It was spoiled yesterday, I'm sorry. This card is called Burr. It's a Vaynar battle pet. It's a 2-mana 3/3, and whenever this minion survives damage, transform it into a different battle pet. So, first off, let me say it's a 2-mana 3/3, which is nice. The bad part is his ability. I don't like it at all. I think it's on the bad side. Anything that transforms into something else after one fight doesn't really help at all. I mean, it could transform into something cool, like one of the cards I want to tell you about that I haven't showed you yet, which is going to be later in this video. We'll talk about it then. But I mean, it could turn into Grow, which grow, it's a 2/4 +1/+1. It could turn into Yuan, which is a 5/4 vanilla body. It could turn into cool stuff, but then it could turn into things you don't want, like Zor. Zor doesn't help if you're not playing mech deck. And then, it could turn into Zhuo, or whatever that card's called, where it reduces all Songhai spells by 1. That doesn't help either if you're not in Songhai. So, I don't like Burr. I don't think he'll be played very often, and I think there's better Vaynar battle pets than Burr. And I'm going to show you one right now. So, goodbye, Burr. It was nice seeing you, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of play. Next one I do think is going to see a lot of play in Vaynar battle pet decks. This deck is called Icy, or this deck. This card is called Icy. Icy is a 2/3 battle pet with opening gambit, stun a nearby minion or general. Now, this card I see running in Vaynar decks if Vaynar's going to run battle pets at all. If you have a battle pet deck and you're playing Vaynar, I think this card's going to be in it, because this is a very good battle pet. It's 2 mana, which is nice, 2/3, which is a good body, and it has a good opening gambit, which is stun nearby minion or general. Now, you could do a lot with this. So, you play them, something gets stunned, now you can work around that. You don't have to worry about that for a turn. So that's pretty nice. Relevant, I mean, there is a lot of other things in the game that can stun stuff. I mean, Vaynar, if we go over to collection here and go to Vaynar, my Duelist is going to mess up here. I don't know why it does this. Anyway, so we'll just go back, and we won't do that. But, there's there's a 0 mana card that, deals 1 damage and stuns something. I forget what it's called because I don't play Vaynar very often. But, Flash Freeze, I think it's called, something like that. But, I mean, they have that and stuff, but this is a, it's a body, it's a battle pet. So I think this card's going to see a little bit of play. Don't know it's going to be super relevant in decks, but I think if you're running battle pets in Vaynar, this card is a card you're going to see. Plus, it's going to be nice, going against an aggro deck with this. You can stun them down for a turn, so you can kind of go into that mid to late game. Even later in the game, stunning something big late game with this would be nice, and it gives you a body on the field. So that's pretty dope. But that's my opinion on Icy. What I want to show you guys, which I'm still going to show you guys, we're going to pull up, I want to show you guys the animations of the cards and what they do. I would, try to show them on with the Duelist background stuff. I just couldn't figure it out because these are GIFs. Anyway, so this is Burr. Burr's pretty dope. Look at that. It's a penguin that summons a big snowball-looking thing and just pounds you in the face with it. That's pretty dope. I like the way he looks. He looks pretty cool, too. I like the color with him. Next, here's Icy. I think that looks pretty awesome right there. I might make that one of my background screens, to be honest with you. I have a screensavers. I have like a folder full of them. It's just Duelist backgrounds. Just go. Like, I love the Duelist artwork. It's beautiful. And here's Icy right here with his claws, looking deadly as anything. So he looks pretty dope too. I don't know what's in his stomach. It's like a big, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what this is. It's like a hole in his stomach. But anyway, yeah, so Icy. Anyway, continuing on with our spoilers that we got going here. I forgot what the next one is. Up there it is. It's Moron Curve, something like that. It's a 5 mana artifact, legendary artifact, and your general gains +3 attack. Whenever your general deals damage, hatch all friendly eggs. Well, obviously it's Magmar, and I think it's good. You know, it's hard to say. I think there's better options than this, in my opinion, or artifacts for Magmar. I mean, you could run the claws for 4 mana. You can run Twin Fang, which is a great late game ending piece. I've gotten Twin Fang. I've gotten my Magmar general up so high because of Twin Fang. It's not even funny. This card is good too because yeah, it gives them 3 attacks. So if you're playing Vath, I think you probably have more attack by them. Probably like 1 or 2 more. So you're probably sitting at like 4 damage with Vath. So you pop this on them. Now you're doing, you know, a lot more damage with Vath. And he hatches, whenever he deals damage, hatch all friendly eggs. So you could potentially, you know, have this on next turn, run the card that gives you 4 eggs, Cryptomatic Burst, or something like that. Throw them all on the field, move up, whack something with your general, and hatch all 4 eggs at the same time. That you could do. And I'm pretty sure that eggs hatch now at the beginning of your turn instead of the end of your turn. So now, you know, your eggs won't hatch then. So now you gotta wait even longer for your opponent to deal with them. I think it's going to be pretty dope when they hatch at the beginning of your turn instead of the end of your turn now. That's going to be so helpful because now you can actually do things with them instead of them just sitting there doing nothing at the end of your turn. So I think this card might be ran in egg decks because I know egg decks are going to be a thing when Shim'zar releases because of how they're changing and how they're functioning now. They're going to be more relevant than they were in the past. And they might be harder to deal with now that they hatch at the beginning of the turn instead of the end of the turn. But, you know, it is 5 mana, and hatch, I mean, think of this with Silithar Elder, though. He comes on the field, so you have this already equipped on your general. You pop him on the field, right? At the end of the turn, he hatches an egg, right? I mean, it's gonna, I mean, I don't... Man, this won't actually work with that because that will hatch at the beginning of the turn regardlessly, and you can't. Never mind, that won't work. But the only card I could really think that this will work with is like maybe like if you some reason egg-morphed your own creature, or you know, unless you throw out the Cryptomatic Burst before the eggs, that'd be the best combo ever. If you throw that out, pop the 4 eggs on the field, and then just walk up and hit something while you have this equipped, that's really the only thing I could think of. Can't even think of anything that would be relevant. I mean, I'm sure there's more cards coming out, but other than that, I think that's really the only thing I can think of. Because everything else gives you, I mean, unless like you walk up and hit something with like a young Silithar, it dies, and then you walk up, equip this, and hit it, and then you transform it back. But I mean, other than that, that's really it. I mean, I think it's alright. I don't think it's the greatest artifact in the world. I think it will be good in egg decks, though, depending on the egg cards that we get that come out. Then we'll see how this card plays. But, I mean, it's pretty dope nonetheless. I like the art for it. Yeah, so, watch out for this if you're playing egg decks, because they're going to be transforming the creatures back like no tomorrow with this. Next. This is one of the cards that I missed earlier in the Shim'zar reveals. This card's called Ion. He's a 3 mana 2/3 ranged battle pet. Deals double damage to generals. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This battle pet is awesome. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm pretty sure he's a neutral minion, and I love him, man. Love him. 3 mana 2/3. But he has range, which is different for battle pets, so you know he's gonna just move to the back of the field and just ping, 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 ping. He might even ping the general, which even if he does, even if you don't want him to, and he does, he's dealing with 4 damage to that general. So I think this card's a very good battle pet, and I think, you know, like I was talking about earlier, Burr could transform into something good. I think this is the something good that Burr could potentially transform into, because I think Ion's a great battle pet. Let me show you guys his art. Like I said, I missed him a long time ago, like before the Solaris and stuff like that. Here he is right here. He looks pretty dope. Let me move this out your way for quite a second so you guys can see. I think he looks pretty dope. Look at that. Oh, just so badass. But regardless, I think Ion's pretty dope. I think he's going to see a ton of play, definitely in any battle pet deck. He's just too good. A ranged battle pet is just nice, and the fact that he deals double damage to generals is just... Even imagine if you buff him. If you buff him with any spell and then he just some reason hits the general, just does so much damage. So much. I'm looking forward for Ion, if you guys can't tell. If you guys are not excited for Ion, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's one of the more relevant battle pets that we've seen so far. Definitely great, because then the computer's not going to play him like the other battle pets where he's just going to walk up and punch something in the face. They're going to take him and run backwards. Well, I would assume that they would take him and walk backwards away from the fights, so he doesn't get in stupid fights and die. You know, he's a good battle pet. I'm looking forward for him. And lastly, the card we got to talk about is the minion of the bunch. His name is Calculator. I don't know why that's a crazy name for a card, but he's a 5 mana 1/1 rare. Why? Anyway, he has Opening Gambit. Gain the combined attack and health of all battle pets in your action bar. Okay, so that's why he's a 1/1, because he could be extremely powerful. So imagine this, and you have 2 Yuans in hand. Think about how powerful that would be, right? So, you know, this card could be potentially deadly, yet I think its Opening Gambit ability is very hard to get off if you're not running a ton of battle pets. So I think this card would only be relevant if you weren't even playing the game. The AI would basically be controlling your whole board, because I think that's the only deck this would be good in, if you're running just all battle pets in your deck. Because other than that, I mean, I don't think he's very useful. There's so many other options for 5 drops in any deck that this card is just, it's not worth it. Unless you're just running all battle pets just so you don't have to do anything and you don't have to play the game, then I don't think Calculator is worth it. I think he's more of a gimmick card. I mean, potentially if you have a ton of battle pets in your deck, like a ton, then maybe you could run like one of these. But other than that, no. Just no. Just having, because you are going to have more than one battle pet in hand, and you're already this far late in game where you're dropping 5 drops, that it's probably not going to happen. So he's not very relevant for his ability, and I don't think he's very good for at least like a 1/1. You can make it a little higher, just a tiny bit, but you know, whatever. Don't use this card. Don't. That's my duelist opinion. It's not going to be worth it for its ability. Just that late in the game, unless you got super card draw and you have a bunch of battle pets in deck, then this card is just not going to be worth it. Don't run it if you're only running like 3 battle pets in your deck. You need to be running like majority battle pets in your deck, which, like I said, it wouldn't even be your deck. It'd be the AI's deck, because they're going to be doing the whole game for you, basically. But yeah, that's my opinion on Calculator. Hope you guys enjoyed all these card reveals that I did for you today. Actually, before I end it, I'm not done yet because I didn't show you his card art. Here it is. You gonna do anything? Oh, woo! Oh, that's pretty dope. Never mind. You guys should run him just for that card art. Oh my, that animation's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the lightning. Oh yes. Why does he have to be such a shitty card? Okay, whatever. Anyways, now that I showed you all of them, if you guys want me to keep showing you guys the animations as we go through them, let me know and I'll keep doing that. If not, then I'll stop it all together. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Hope you guys keep on dueling. I'm your boy Claus, and I'll see you guys next time.